What's up, everybody? Soren Baker.
Amir, Rahimi.
And today for the Great Debaters, get into one of the all-time greats, man. Too Short. Get ready. Alright, Amir, so today on the Great Debaters, we're talking about some Too Short, one of my all-time favorite rappers, and I also think one of the best rappers of all time. I think he really doesn't get enough credit, and he also really doesn't get enough credit for his production prowess that we see more earlier in his career. And Too Short's just phenomenal, man. So by the time we get to Short Dogs in the House, which is what we're talking about, it's 1990, and what we're gonna do is pick the 3 best songs on Short Dogs in the House. So of course, Short Dog had the 75 Girls, had his independent career, gets with Jive Records, Born to Mac, Life is Too Short, etc. And then Short Dogs in the House. Amazing project and
Incredible. Great
album cover. One of the earliest full cartoons on an album cover. And this album is so good, man. It's so good. So Amir, what's one song off the top that you just love from Short Dogs in the House?
I'm just gonna say this one first to get it out of the way. It's the Ghetto.
Okay.
So incredible. And actually the first time I heard this was probably a lot of people's first time hearing it as well. At least in my generation, was on the GTA soundtrack.
Okay.
Well, and in the game too, obviously. It was just so great when I heard it then, but then when I bought the CD and heard it on my speakers, oh, it was even better. Just really, as you know and I know, so many people kind of put him in that box of just being a rapper who talks about sex and women and pimping and all that. And when you hear, especially in his earlier career, you hear so many songs about social commentary and politics and police brutality and all that stuff. And this song is such a perfect example. So many eye-opening lines in this song. 4 verses, just incredible, all of them. The music video is awesome. I also have the VHS right here. He does this live with a band. I think Al Eaton's also on stage, and it's just beautiful. And to rap, just imagine rapping this song to a crowd. You know, you usually think of songs that get you pumped, but this song is the opposite of getting you pumped, and he just did it so well. So that song is so incredible, and he just has so many gems in it that I just really think this is even one of the best songs in rap. But where he says, when people treat you with disrespect, treat them intelligently. Don't be ignorant, because when they throw you in jail, you got nothing to say. That's a very deep line. So there's a lot of, and he says it so simply, so you think he's not talking so deep, but he really is. Yeah,
I mean, one of the things about being powerful is being able to articulate your thoughts simply and directly. And Too Short has always been able to do that regardless of subject matter. And the Ghetto is a prime example of that. And I think one of his other great things about his music in this era, the 1990 era that we see, is the sonics of it. You know, the bass, and I'm speaking of the bass guitar that's on the song, is phenomenal. The fact that it is live and all this other stuff in an era where, of course, sampling was still dominating but starting to go away because of the legality of it. You know, Too Short had long been having, you know, musicians and live instrumentation elements to his music, and I think that really with Short Dogs in the House we get so much of that. And I think the Ghetto, it's just an amazing song, man. The social commentary is there. Too Short's reflection and his insight and his passion and perspective really comes through in a way that I really think is unfortunately overlooked with his career, because of people looking at him for sex rhymes. But that's why we're here debating it, because we want to show, you know, what's really going on with rap and the reality of what the music is, as opposed to perception all the time. So that being said, the Ghetto would have been one of my picks. So back to you, Amir. What's another one to consider?
So we'll get into one of his more freaky tales, pun intended. Punk Bitch is another one of mine.
Switching gears.
Switching gears completely. I love, first off, the name of that song is so great, and you can already tell. And Too Short did a very smart thing where he sold clean and explicit versions of albums, so he can go to an even broader audience.
Right.
This song is clearly not on the clean version. This song is so good. I love the beat. What is it, like the piano or organ piano, whatever it is, the organ, I think, it's just so good.
What'd you like lyrically about the song, Amir?
The lyrics, man, okay, so one thing I love in this song, and this is something that I still don't know, and maybe you know, but where he also references the TP treatment in this song, and that's how he concludes his very famous song, Freaky Tales.
The total package treatment.
So it's either
total package.
So it's either, so I've read total package, but I've also read toilet paper, and the thought of that is because where does the toilet paper go?
Right.
So the thought is she's giving you the TP treatment in that sense too. So it's either that or the total package, and I don't know which one to go through, because the lyric
I'm
he says,
total package.
The lyric he says before TP treatment though, he describes something that kind of gives it to the toilet paper. But that's up to you guys to decide anyways. I'm not concrete on it, but total package makes complete sense. Man, just that, how he's talking about what makes people a punk bitch. He kind of gives you the dictionary, his dictionary, East Oakland version of it. And it's just so funny. And he even says, you know, men are bitches too, punk bitches too, you spending all your money. You know, it's just classic Too Short tale. And I love how Too Short also lets the instrumental just ride out. It's like a minute and a half of just instrumental. And he just does so great, man.
And I think even this type of song, which is much, you know, you see more of the anger, passion of Short, I guess you could say. But, you know, the fact of bringing in some commentary, even with this song, about explaining how men are shady too and whack. You know, I think it's important because Too Short is not a one-dimensional artist, and this song is another prime example of it. For my second pick, or a different song, I'm going with Pauline Janet, which is about as freaky as it gets on the album. But, you know, I remember hearing this song because I listened to all the albums straight through, never fast forward, never skip anything. And it's very distinctive, especially on this album, because one, DJ Pooh did it. It's the only song he produced. Shout out to DJ Pooh, one of the most underrated. Looking forward to meeting up with you again soon.
Legend.
And then the xylophone on it, that was another kind of left field thing, not only for Too Short, but in general for rap. A xylophone being kind of or xylophone sound, whatever it is technically, that is unusual in any era of rap, but especially in 1990, it was very unusual sonically to hear that. And then his raps are just, you know, this is the signature Too Short, raunchy, explicit sexual tales of Pauline Janet.
Yeah, and how does he's the way that it kind of annoys me, but not in, you'll understand why it annoys me, because he makes it sound so easy.
Right.
He's like, he has Pauline or Janet, they're in the limousine, he lets them have it. Like, what the hell is this? It's like so crazy, and then he calls up his friend and he has a piece. It's just so nuts. And one thing so interesting about this song as well, shout out to DJ Pooh, also included him on the GTA soundtrack. But on top of that is, this song is one of the super few that is under 3 minutes and is a Too Short song.
Well, it is literally one of the shortest songs he's ever did, if not the shortest, because he, like Amir was saying, he does like to let the instrumentals play out in a lot of songs. And that also was very striking to me, because the song was over and I was literally expecting at least another minute and a half or 2 minutes, even if they just let the beat ride. So it was a very unusual Too Short song on so many levels, and I think that always struck me, and it was toward the end of the album. Just so much about it just came out of left field to me, and I really liked it and just thought it was incredible.
So that is actually my third pick.
Oh.
Because that song is, yeah, dude. That song's freaking incredible.
Well, you know, it's hard for me to pick a third song because though the Ghetto and Pauline Janet just stand out to me so much. But Ain't Nothing But a Word would probably be number 3. Just because in 1990 this was an era where the collaborative songs or the posse cuts or the songs with people that aren't in your group or whatever was starting to gain momentum. We'd been seeing it a little while, but we hadn't had the wave of it to where we were having it, you know. Now it's just almost every song has somebody else on it or some sort of collaboration. But Ain't Nothing But a Word, I was so excited because Ice Cube, of course, is astonishing and also, of course, one of the best rappers of all time in the super upper echelon, top tier, top 5 and all that other stuff. So to hear them going back and forth and like Too Short saying what Ice Cube would do, it was hilarious, man, and phenomenal.
It was, and man, just the rhymes, the back and forths, and I do like how they're just totally just splitting this song 50-50. It's incredible. And also, in addition to what Soren said, yep, History of Gangster Rap, check that book out if you haven't already.
Yeah, Ice Cube, man.
Favorite rapper right there for me.
History of Gangster Rap in stores now.
One thing also, I'm going to pull out the VHS again, is that there's a song that they performed together. Clearly, Ain't Nothing But a Word to me. You see Ice Cube on stage. You see Too Short on stage. And the crazy thing about this is 1990, so Digital Underground also being from Northern California. They visit the show. And who's accompanying Digital Underground? A young Tupac. And I believe, my memory serves me correct, he's wearing a Lynch Mob shirt. So you have all these legends and icons on stage at one time, and Tupacalypse Now wasn't even out at this time, so this is just so nuts. When I saw that on my VHS player, on my TV, I was like, I had to pause it, and I had to look, and I was like, my eyes were correct. It's just nuts, you know, these people were working in capacity, and this song is so great. It didn't make my top 3, but it's so good.
Yeah, I mean,
so good.
It's hard, man, but that's why we're here on The Great Debaters. So those are my top 3 picks. Amir gave you guys his, but what are your guys' favorite 3 tracks on Too Short, Short Dog in the House? Hit us up in the comments section. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And hit us up on social media. We'll definitely hit you guys back. Let us know what you think. I'm Soren Baker.
Amir Rahimi.
The Great Debaters, y'all.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
There will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on Yo MTV back with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the street. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.